Well, welcome to dual credit elementary and intermediate algebra or dual credit pre-calculus, depending on which class you're in. The instructions are pretty much the same. These are some suggestions that I'm going to make to help you be successful in the class. For the elementary and intermediate algebra, this class is designed to test you out of these classes at CSN or UNLV or UNR and get right into either like a college algebra class or a pre-calculus class. And of course, for dual credit pre-calculus, this is to get you college credit for pre-calculus semester. This is 1 and 2, numbers 126, 127, and get you ready to go right into a calculus class for next year. The keys are: 1, stay caught up with the assignments. That means that you should do work each week, read the announcements so you know what assignments are being expected for you to do that week, and of course, stay on top of your work. Make time outside the 4 hours that you're on campus to complete your work each week. When you get ready to start the lesson, be sure to read through the lesson and watch the videos prior to jumping right to the questions that are on the quiz. I also have notes built into the classes so that you can print those out and use those as well if you're unsure on how to show your work, because those of you that are in pre-calculus, you'll be turning your assignments into me on paper. They're to be neat and complete with all work shown. If you're not sure how to show your work, look at the examples that I have built into the notes, and that will help you. Do your own work. I've got it highlighted there in red. I don't want people sharing too much. I've had way too many instances of students that are copying off of a tutor or copying off of another student. If I see that kind of stuff, you risk getting a 0 on those assignments, if not the class itself. And of course, because it's dual credit, we will meet for a time for our face-to-face class on Wednesday afternoon. So I expect you to be there. There will be quizzes given to kind of motivate you to stay caught up, because I don't think you want to walk in being a chapter behind and taking a quiz on chapter 3 when you're still working in chapter 2. And of course, ask questions. Ask questions at the face-to-face class, ask questions when I come around and talk to you. Because if you're unsure of something and you don't ask questions, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to struggle with that topic, and that topic could be used in another lesson, so that just compounds the problems. Make sure that you ask questions if you're unsure. And of course, I hope that you'll enjoy this class, and I hope that you'll get a lot out of it. Now, I will tell you, I would suggest that you do this class as if you do not have the ability to refer to your notes, refer to Google every time you go to answer questions that are in an assignment or to work a test out. Because that way you'll get a true idea of what you really know from that lesson, what you really know from that chapter. If you get stuck on questions, that just means that's the kind of information you need to go back and reteach yourself. But if you jump onto the quiz or onto a test and you're using the notes to work every single problem, you're probably not going to remember this information, and of course you're going to be taking an exam at the end of the semester. And the exam, you're not going to be allowed to use your notes, you're not going to be allowed to use your phone or the computer or a textbook. Make sure that you understand this information. And of course, since you'll be getting a textbook, take good care of it, use it to help you as you're working problems out. Do plenty of practice problems. There are problems that are assigned that are not for a grade, but do plenty of practice problems as well before you work the assignments from a particular lesson or a particular chapter, like a chapter test. Make sure that you practice before you jump into something that is for a grade. And of course, please, ask questions if you're unsure, and I hope that you'll enjoy this class and that it will get you ready for the next math class that you'll be taking.